Hello ladies, my name is Olivia, and in today's video I will be reviewing, and wrapping with the November Scarf of the Month. Now, the Scarf of the Month is one of the benefits of the Wrap Royal and Wrap Legends levels of the Wrapunzel membership. You can find more information on the Wrapunzel membership on the website under specialty items. Now, to get started with scarf fun, this month's Scarf of the Month came with a beautiful scarf and a pin as its accessory. Now I'm gonna open up the Scarf of the Month as per my usual. I absolutely cannot wait to open this up and reveal it on camera. I'm gonna work on that next year. But my goodness, this is the beautiful scarf. Oh my goodness. It is a viscose scarf. It feels very cottony. It's very light and has this beautiful, I'm calling it a Southwest theme because that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Arizona and New Mexico and some of the patterns on the blankets. So it's a very large, very large rectangular scarf. You can see just that big. That's the length of it, and it is about this wide. So it's a pretty substantial scarf. It's not overly huge, but it's a pretty good sized scarf. It does have these fantastic little fringes on both ends, just on the short ends. The long sides don't have the fringes, but it's alternating wine and navy. The front portion, because I'm definitely thinking this has a front and a back. It has this triple edging. I'm going to say it has this nice wine color here, and then there's a strip with an orange and a brown and a yellow, and then you have this nifty, almost like a navy blue flame design. I at a loss for how to explain that. Maybe like, I don't know, like little people? I'm not quite sure. And then you have the next band, which is kind of cool. So there's lots of options for folding and showcasing trims in the front. Now the back, it's just like this. I'm calling it the back. It may not be, you could use it both ways, but I'm calling it the back because the pattern just goes right off of the scarf. So it's not doesn't have a distinct edging on the back. Okay, so that's the scarf. Now I am going to be doing something fun. I'm going to be wrapping 2 or 3 single scarf wraps with this, like super cool. And then I'm going to show how to mix it with different scarves to give it a layered look. Now I've got a couple already picked out here. This one on my head is one of them. This one was from the Floating Fields kit. It's the Wine Shinylicious. And I have a couple of pashminas here. One of them is a solid pashmina. Oh my goodness, it's not a solid pashmina. It is a soft pashmina. And then I have a Lakeshore Bliss. Different colors to give a different look. Now, the accessory that came with this is this beautiful brooch. It is a pentagon shape. The crystals are clear crystals, and then the gold tone in the background. It's really pretty. I'm hoping I'm holding it at the angle that you can see that there's in the center is a flower. It has this really great shape. I love the shape pentagon. That's fun. So, okay. Now, I think I might also, oh my goodness. Okay, I might also show an idea for changing up the accessory because I found this really cool headband in my collection that's from Wrapunzel, and I might add it in. I'm considering it because it might just change it up just a little bit, but that will be at the end of the video. It's like the bonus section of the video. So okay, let me get started with wrapping now that I've done all the chatting. I am wearing my Wendy today. It's been a little bit since I put it on my head. Nice white Wendy. Put this beside me. Now I'm going to start off with something kind of simple, I think. And then I'll move on from there. I want to showcase this trim in the front. So I'm just folding this wine piece over. And I'm going to start off with a short side, a short tail, and a long tail. So just like this. Now I have to gather this up in the back because this is a substantial scarf. I'm doing a crisscross. It'll make it easier for transitioning. Otherwise I would have tied a knot in it. Okay. All right, now I'm just folding this in. And I'm going to bring it up and over. Again, keeping this first one very simple. Bringing this up. And I'm going to go for a twist. And I'm just tucking that guy into. I just brought that around and tucked it in. I can leave these really cool tassel-y bits hanging because it's so cool. And I'm just bringing this around loosely. I'm not pulling super tight. I'm just kind of going to loosely bring it around and tuck into the back where I can and leave out the fringes. That might be a little bit too much. So we'll tuck that in slightly, but leave the fringes out. Leave the fringes out, and then I'm just going to put in the brooch. There we go. And you have something quick, fun. You get the little fringes kind of hanging out. It's kind of cool. So to move on, I'm going to, okay. So keeping just like this, I thought I would adjust my Wendy. I thought I would do a little side bow because I think that's kind of cool. Just tuck that in, bring this up and over. I'm not doing any angles yet, but I will. Okay, so when I bring this, I want the long tail to have the bow come out the front. Tuck that up there. I can make this guy a little bit shorter. And this bow can be placed anywhere. I just like this angle. It seems to just be really pretty for my face shape. Okay, so I've got you here. Spreading it out completely. Okay. And then I'm going to bring this guy down. And since these guys are really, really short, I'm going to take them and put them together. And I'm taking, be more clear with that. I'm taking both of these scarf ends, putting them together. I'm folding this back in. And I'm going to tuck it in just at the bottom there. I'm leaving those hang, and I'm going to open this up as much as I can. Just the front one is so poofy that if I were to just use one of the tails, there would barely be any bow back there. And I really wanted it to be show-stopping. So we have this beautiful bow. If I don't want these pieces to be shown, I can tuck them in here and just continue spreading out, making sure the fringes aren't showing, so you can see this nice big bow. And now this pin, the brooch, goes right in the center. This is kind of fun. So this is a really, really fun look. I like this one. So it turns sideways. You have the dangly fringy, fringe, I say fringe, but they're not fringe, they're tassels. So you have some tassels going on. The back, is really nothing spectacular. I'll fix that. Nothing spectacular. Make sure I can feel that my shaper is not showing. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this down. And I think I'm going to do one more, and then I will go on to the second portion where I do the fun adding in together. Okay. For this one, I'm folding it in just a little bit more. And I'm going to put it on at an angle. Just like so. Okay, gathering up in the back. Okay, now this did not go on at the angle that I wanted it, so I am just going to walk this back, like so. Okay, and if I did this right, fingers crossed, I will have a beautiful, oh my goodness, sheer tails. Oh my goodness, I did it right. Okay. Yes. Sometimes I don't get the tails correct. No, sometimes. A lot of times I don't get the tails correct the first time. They have to rewrap, but awesomeness. This is about as perfect as a girl can get with the sheer tails. So cool. Okay. I've got those going. Now I've dipped this at an angle because I love angles, and I think they look really good with my face shape. And I know I say that all the time, but it's true. They do. So here's the sheer tails. Now this is super cute. This is even cuter than the bow and the twist. It's so much fun. This could be even done with 2 scarves. So cool. But I'm going to do, when I move on now into the adding additional scarves to the kit. No, the pin, of course. Before I do that, pin will help hold this back at an angle. Okay, just like so. And there we go. Now that I'm going to be moving on into adding additional scarves to just kind of show you how to work this scarf of the month into the rest of the Tickle wardrobe, kind of merge it in and be able to do something really creative and fun with it. I'm just going to be sticking to a Lazy April. Now, I love the Lazy April. I think it's a really cool, fast, but beautiful wrap. So I'm just going to stick to that and show you what it looks like with a couple different scarves that accent different colors in here. Okay. All right. Take this guy off. We're going to adjust my Wendy. This Wendy is hanging back further because I've got my hair hanging out in the front. So that's why it's hanging. I'm going to start with this nice wine colored scarf. This is the one from the Floating Fields. It's the Shinylicious. I'm going to put this on. When I tie the knot in the back, I am tying it so that the short end comes out on the bottom because it keeps it close to my neck, and it's just a more attractive look for this side, and it enables easier play on this side with this guy. Okay, so I'm going to take the scarf of the month, and I'm just going to give it a good fold. Okay. Oh my. Okay. Just going to give it a give it a good fold somewhere. Now, of course, this is real time. I'm not editing this out, so it's going to take me a minute to get the fold that I want. And it's easiest to do it in my lap. So I'm sorry, but I wanted to get this happening. So you get that nice piece of shark tooth or the navy blue flames. I'm not quite sure what to call them, but get those right next to this navy blue here. And I think it'll be really pretty. Okay, and it'll smallerize the scarf. Put it on at the same angle, trying not to get the tail too short or too long. Oh, that's much better. Okay, same thing with the short tail coming out on the bottom. Works really well, just like that. Now this is not even, so I'm going to adjust to make it nice and neat. Okay, now comes this part. I'm folding in, and I'm bringing up, back, and I'm going to adjust my Wendy, bring it down, around, and we're going to tuck it. Okay, now the accent scarf brings out different colors in our printed scarf, in our scarf of the month. I'm gonna have to come up with a name for this one because it's just kind of cool. It is a really cool scarf. So there we go. Folds. Okay. All right, tucking. And I think this helps, this red, because it is a shade of red, this wine color helps play on, it plays with the, I'm having a hard time with this word concept today. It makes the yellow pop and the orange, and it really goes well with this navy color. But it definitely makes this yellow go pop. That's awesome. So we have it with this too, and of course with the pin. Put that on right quick. So like that. Really enjoying this. Okay. Now I'm going to try it out with a saffron. Oh my goodness. This one just came. I am super, super excited. I love flash sales. So, okay. Make sure I get all the knots out. I'm trying to be gentle, but I'm too excited to be slow. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to put this on my head. Okay, same thing. We have our saffron, tying in the knot. Now I made this tail a little bit shorter, so not a purpose, but okay. All right, and now our friend, and it's inside out. My goodness. Okay. Folding. Folding, folding. Okay, so I think this is gonna go good. just doing the same thing. Try to, ideally this other tail would be a little bit longer, but we're just gonna go with it because I really don't want this to be a 50-minute video. Okay. Now I only have one more that I want to play with, and then that will be it. Okay, so and I'm just going to give that a tug because it came loose. And I'm just grabbing this up and bringing it over. Okay. All right. Bring it around. And like so. Make sure all the fringes are tucked in, or don't, it's okay. Either way. This is what it looks like quickly with the saffron. Now, I can bring this forward and make it a little bit neater. Like so. I don't like that one piece. There we go, that's better. Okay, now that it's nice and neat, this is the second. And again, we would stick the pin right here and have this look. Now the last one is a teal color, and I think the teal would look spot on, I think. I did like the first scarf. This one was okay, but I did like the first scarf. And also consider using an orange to go with this, or a sparkly brown would really, really play out with this. Like the Shiny-licious in that nice dark brown, or in the saffron color. I'm trying to remember. There are definitely quite a few that would look really good. Now this is a Lakeshore Bliss. It's got it's hard to see, but it's a dark navy blue with the background stitching on the teal background. So you have two of the colors here that you have in the main scarf. Oh my. I want my hands to work today. Okay. Now I happen to absolutely adore this color. I hope it adores me. Doing the same thing with the bottom scarf. This is better. This tail is a better size than the last one. Okay, now I'm going to flip the scarf around and use this side because I think I will get a better play on colors from this side. Okay. So I'm going to fold it over just a little bit more. Okay. Walk my hands back. And I want to try, there we go. Okay. Okay, nice long tail. That's a little tight. Okay. There we are. Now I'm going going to do the same thing over here with the folding. And the bringing up. Oh, pleats. Yay, pleats. Okay. Give this a good tuck. Just like so. Okay. Now I'm going to do this one. Folding. Bringing up and around. I'm trying not to cover up all those pretty pleats, but that was kind of cool. Okay, so I'm bringing this one back. I could even do a slight modification, give it a twist, bring it around the back. Okay, and tuck away the ends. Okay, so there I have it. Nice, fun way to add in a second scarf to this beautiful scarf of the month. All right, well, thank you so much for hanging in there with me for this nice long video. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.